Good morning. Welcome to Sacred Sunday Sadhana. Close your eyes and collect yourself. Breathe fully into your belly, into your lower 2 chakras, your lower 3 chakras. See if you can breathe into all 4 of your lower and mid chakras. Can you breathe all the way up to your throat into your 5th chakra, still filling the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Breathe all the way up into your 3rd eye, the 6th chakra. And next, breathe all the way into the crown. Just kind of lighting up all of your energy centers with breath, with intention. And as you exhale, you let go of what no longer serves you, but you don't let go of that intention to be alive, to be open, to be in harmony with yourself. When you're ready, let your eyes come back into the space around you and just notice what you notice. Today's video will likely feature lots of meowing kitties. We're keeping our cats inside for a while. They've had some crazy tree adventures. We're gonna try to mitigate that. Today I wanted to talk about hibernation. I just feel like it's such a perfect rhythm that the earth has. The seasons and the seasons within us. I know that I've spoken before recently to the fact that although I've pretty much always been kind of wide open in my crown and vibrating pretty with a high frequency, and being uplifted and looking up is very natural for me, very easy for me. Being grounded and looking down is something that I've been trying to cultivate and work on for over a decade now, 2 decades. And then only recently have I realized that spirituality isn't just above us, it's also rooted and grounded in the earth. So I've been doing a lot of rewilding and a lot of barefoot walking on the earth and just different rituals outside. And I encourage you to do the same. If you can be outside, it's cold now, but you can be as naked as you can outside. And there's just something really magical and wonderful that we return to. So I bring that up because being in tune with the earth and her seasons and realizing that there's a lot of energy, magnetism even coming from the ground is really important in a spiritual practice. So being connected to the stars above us and the earth below us, we have this great length and dignity. We have our communities beside us, and behind us are ancestors, in front of us posterity. So hibernation, I was thinking, obviously because Thanksgiving recently passed, and I'm not sure how you ate, but I ate a lot. And it didn't just, happen one day. The day before Thanksgiving, it was like, yeah, it's almost Thanksgiving. I might as well abandon all the dietary restrictions I have and just eat everything. And then Thanksgiving itself, and then leftovers. I was eating too much. Alexa, stop. She's telling me some tidbit. So I just ate so much, and then there was almost like a natural detox that had to happen. I just couldn't eat anymore. And I wasn't feeling well, foggy brain, stuffed belly. I was feeling bloated and gross, and it just took a couple of days, and thankfully I feel back on track. But it really got me thinking about hibernating, because I think we eat this big meal, huge meal for days, and then it kind of sets us into this space where it's time to go within, both physically and mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So I thought we would do like a sort of hibernation through the koshas. So starting with the food body, that just means eating less during this time of winter when we're doing less. And that can be eating less number of times as well as eating less quantity with each meal. I know that that's extremely unpopular, eating less. Like what a concept. That's horrible. But it's actually beneficial. Like think of all the resources you save if you're eating less. Not forever, just for the season, just as you go within and kind of harmonize with the earth and be with the natural flow of things. Eating less in the winter is good. Sleeping more. So for the physical body, we're eating less, we're sleeping more. Alexa, stop, please. Stop. Cool. We're eating less, we're sleeping more, just taking care of the physical food body. And that is what allows us to get into the mental, emotional body, the mind kosha, the Manomaya kosha. And on that level, we can just sort of take inventory of how are my thoughts, how are my feelings, how are my emotions, and just remind ourselves that we are not defined by those things. And then maybe also give those a rest, just give the mind a rest. Let the mind go into hibernation, where the mind has longer periods of just downtime, Summertime is such a busy time and the mind has been at unrest, but now it's almost winter and it's time to rest. Rest the body, rest the mind and emotions. The emotions are a harder one to, I feel like, to regulate than the mind. The mind you can calm down with emotion, with meditation, oh my goodness. But the emotions, I like how Timber Hawkeye, the Buddhist boot camp guy, says that emotion is energy in motion. You've got a feeling and then you turn it into an emotion. So feelings are feelings, and we need to feel what we feel and feel it to heal it, allow our feelings to be valid and feel them, and then not perpetuate them, not give them the energy to become emotion, like not feeling the anger and just sitting with it and feeling it without perhaps doing anything with it, just noticing, I'm really angry right now. Not trying to hide it or suppress it or push it down, just like kind of notice it and allow it to be there, saturating you, without then channeling it into some sort of energy and motion, because that becomes an emotion, like, oh, so mad, and just the complaining kind of perpetuates that emotion and feeds that fear wolf, because fear is always behind those negative emotions like anger. So what if we hibernate the emotions by meditation is certainly a good way, and that will calm the mind. But I think also just increasing awareness and noticing, like continuing to build that Vijnanamaya kosha, the wisdom body. So we're hibernating the physical body by eating much less and sleeping much more. We can hibernate the emotional mind body by meditating more and just by noticing, having an awareness. The energy body, we put the energy body into hibernation by, again, just kind of doing less and noticing. Notice how your energy levels are. I've had this story that I've told myself for a long time, that I can't drink caffeine after like 3 p.m. or else I won't be able to sleep. And recently, at Thanksgiving, I was drinking black coffee with my sister at 9 p.m. just because it felt special and wonderful, and neither one of us drink alcohol, and it was just like a really, I don't know, it felt sacred to be drinking coffee late at night. And I went to bed a couple hours later, and even though I had this story of like, I'm not going to be able to sleep because of all the caffeine, instead what I did when I got in bed and I had like the caffeine buzzing through my system, I just channeled it inward. Instead of allowing it to make a monkey mind situation, I just channeled that caffeine energy inward toward restoring all the cells in my body and just bathing myself with love. You know, things that happen during the sleep cycle. And I actually fell asleep pretty quickly and woke up in the morning feeling rested. So it's always great when a story that we tell ourselves can be debunked. All right, so we've gone through the physical body, the energy body, the emotional mind body. I'm not sure that there's a way to hibernate the witness body, nor the bliss body. However, just bringing more awareness, just being in that body. It's like going into the cave, you know, being the bear that you are, climbing into the cave of awareness, just being with that witness body as long as you can, as many times during the day as you can. So I invite you to try all those things, and I'm going to be doing them as well. And one thing about eating less, I'll say something that really helps me. At some point in time, I realized that I had eaten way too much sugar in my lifetime, and I had too much candida in my body. I had to do a candida cleanse, and at that time, I read a book. I read several at that time about candida. So I can't remember which one to attribute this to, but I did learn that the cravings we have when we feel hungry, it's usually not actually hunger. It's usually just the taste buds want something. It's usually just that those taste buds are taking commands basically from the bacteria or fungus in the body that need what they need in order to survive. You know, we have trillions of bacteria in our gut, in our mouth, and other various places in the body, and we have more, I don't know if you can see this beautiful cat, we have more bacteria in the body than we have cells. So I'm sure you've heard that we are more foreign than we are human. And as such, since those bacteria have been living for far longer than humans have existed on the planet, they've evolved to survive, to get what they need. And one of those ways is when they're in a host, i.e. my body, your body, they're sending signals to your brain for what they need to eat. And it's usually stuff that is not good for us, but it's good for them, you know? So just pay attention when you feel like, no, I'm hungry, I have to eat. Are you actually hungry? Do you have that, like, it doesn't have to be ravenous, but do you have hunger? Do you have that, like, percolating sensation in your actual stomach where you're like, you're salivating? Or does your mouth want something, and does your brain want something, and do your eyes see that it's time to eat, so you're eating? Just notice those things. And if you catch yourself having a craving and it's not yours, it's actually the fungus or the bacteria in your body, then that's a really good time to get into the Vijnana Maya Kosha. Just kind of notice what you notice, go into the cave, meditate. Give yourself a hot drink that satiates. And oftentimes, if it is a sugary craving, I'll do like a hot water with lots of honey. And that usually takes care of the craving. It's good for digestion. Honey is wonderful for you. So yeah, that's my little hibernation spiel for this morning. So let's do it together. Let me know how it works for you. We didn't touch on the Anandamaya Kosha, but that's the bliss body, the true self. I'd say it needs no hibernation, but merely more time, more awareness spent there. So as you're meditating, as you're going inward, as you're relaxing your thought body and your mind body, your emotion body, maybe you can just spend more time with your true self, just noticing the light that you are, bathing yourself in love, unconditional love, reminding yourself that you have worth without earning it, You just are, and so you are worthy. Yeah. I hope you have an amazing Sunday. Continue taking great care of yourself.